Hey Pioneers, Miss Ham here. I wanted to take a few minutes and give you guys some insight about our Do Good from Home challenge. I've already sent you guys a video specifically looking at how you complete the day one, the introduction, as you build background knowledge about the global goals, as you're partnering together to develop compassion through the coronavirus. If you're not sure about that, please access your day one assignment through the Do Good from Home pathway. What we're going to do right now is I want to show you a little bit about day 2 and 3. So through the work through Design for Change, there are 4 different stages. The first stage is to feel. And from my perspective, I know that I'm very blue, but from my perspective, the feeling component is really important as you are working to empathize and really understand what others are going through. So day 2 and 3 is going to be a lot of work, but this is going to be the only work that is spread between 2 days. So please be sure to work at your own pace and then ask questions if you don't understand. So the first thing that you're going to do is you are going to describe your experience or share your story about COVID-19 using 6 words. So using only 6 words, how can you define that? And so when you guys look at this is your Padlet. Okay, you can see that different people have done this in different ways. So looking at, it's been very boring. Some of us are feeling sad, exhausted, patient, bored, worried. So everybody's feeling a little bit differently. And so what I would like for you to do is to really think about how you're feeling and describe your experience in 6 words. Okay, and then after you have described your experience in 6 words, then you are going to go in and you're going to be thinking about how other people are experiencing the COVID-19 pandemic. So the first thing you're going to do is pick a group of people that you care about, okay? This is just a baseline of ideas about different people, different groups of people that may be experiencing suffering. But that does not mean that this is the only list, okay? Every person on this planet matters, and so any person that you're passionate about sharing and empathizing with is important. So, for example, say that I want to look specifically at healthcare workers, okay? And you are going to, your job through number 2 is going to be to interview a healthcare worker, is going to be to do some research on healthcare workers and what are they going through during this pandemic, okay? So you can interview, you can do research, you can make personal connections, you can make local connections, whatever that looks like for you. But really what I want you to think about and what I want you to identify through number 2 is how are this group of people experiencing suffering? Okay, and so what you're going to do for your learning evidence is you're going to upload your interview and research that describes the experiences of this group by clicking here. Okay, and what this is this is a flip grid. Something that you're going to notice when you go in this is that this is not just 7th grade. This is Innovation Academy, okay, and this is all of the students, okay, at Innovation Academy sharing the interviews that they have done, maybe some of the ideas that they have. And so I think that this is a great place to house some of those ideas and really think about where your work is going. After you've completed number 2 and you've added in that research, then you're going to go through and you're going to complete number 3. Okay, number 3 is what we're going to call a root cause analysis. Okay, and this is really important as we break down empathy and as we break down understanding. Okay, so this assignment is linked in Google Classroom as well as you can make a copy of it here. And then here are the directions. So let me share this with you. So when I look at this tree, okay, what you're trying to do is figure out the root cause of suffering. What is the issue that is causing suffering? And then what are the symptoms that we see? Okay, and so we can work from symptoms down to root, or we can work from root back up to symptoms. Okay, So, when I think about healthcare workers in particular, healthcare workers, a symptom that I see from healthcare workers is that they are feeling exhausted, that they have been overworked, that they have been underpaid, that they are separated from their families. Okay, and so what do you see from healthcare workers? Okay, so when we think about a symptom, when I think about being sick, right? If I have a cold, a symptom might be that I'm sneezing. Okay, so what are the symptoms? What do you see from these people? Okay, and then once we look at the symptoms, then we're going to look at the issue. Okay, so if I know that I'm sick and I know that I'm sneezing, the issue might be that I have a cold. So if healthcare workers are exhausted and if healthcare workers are lonely, then what is the issue? Why are we struggling with that? Is an issue going to be because they are disconnected with their families? Is a issue going to be that they are being underpaid, that they're being that they don't have the resources they need? Okay, that is going to be the issue. And then the root of this for pretty much everybody is going to be the uncertainty and the changes of the COVID-19 pandemic. Okay, so this root cause analysis tree is going to look different for every person and for every group of people that you guys are working with, but that's just kind of a guide of what you need to know. Okay, once you're done with that, you can access your learning evidence and submit it here. Again, that is linked into that assignment. And then the last thing you're going to do is you are going to frame up your learning, okay? And so here is your sentence stem. It says, how might we address blank in a world where blank? Okay, so how might we address suffering through COVID-19, okay, in a world where people are feeling lonely and distant? Okay, so that's all you're doing there is you're framing up your learning by creating those frames. If you guys need help, please do not hesitate to reach out. I am here to help you in any way that I can. I'm here to ask questions. This week I am hosting 2 different office hours, one at 10 and one at 2. For those of you guys that might need me, we still have multiple days left in the week. So let's get to empathizing and connecting together. I miss you guys. Thanks for all your hard work. I'll talk to you soon.